Hello everybody! River Raids free DLC is available and we are here to explain all the details and logics behind it. If you load a previous game, you will notice a new message appearing on the screen that alerts you about it and have a small brief introduction. Once you will reassume the game, you will receive the quest that takes the name of a river to raid. The suggested power for it is 405, but I think it's because I finished the game, so probably it will be scaled with your level. To start with it, open the map and use the world map, then go to your own settlement using the fast travel point you will unlock after it gets built. Once here you will notice a boat on the riverside not far from the docks, behind the barracks building. Once you speak with the quest giver, will be automatically built the river ride dock. Next, go to the new building and speak with the wagon in order to get introduced to the new activity. You need to accept to start riding that will bring you to the first river called AC. Here you just need to explore the area and follow the instruction of your ship captain. That will ask you firstly to ride a farm for some supplies, then to camps in order to complete the quest. Once done, use your horn in order to get back to your settlement and collect the foreign supplies with any other reward you will be able to find. Keep in mind that you don't need to rush the exploration of the whole area immediately, and you can continue doing so next time you will come here. Next, once you get back, you can build the Viking Hall, where you will be able to recruit new crew members. You notice that you can also upgrade it several times. This will increase the level of crew members you can recruit inside. Their level determines how much rations they will have in each combat. Considering that they will use rations to heal up in combat, it's really important to allow you to ride without thinking about doing so by yourself. But keep in mind that you need to ride the farms in order to restore the amount of rations they have that you can check by going in the wheel menu. Back to the activity, the first time you will return from the river ride, speak again with Wagn in order to receive the info about some legendary equipment you can find during this activity. Done this, the tutorial will end, so you now can speak with him again in order to access all of the functionalities of the river rides. Here you can find the Let's Go Riding option, where you can see all locations you discovered that you can ride next. Then the customized ship, where you can upgrade the cargo capacity that I suggest you to do as soon as possible, considering that each time you do so, it will increase by 100 your supply limit per raid. In this menu, you also can equip your river ride longship with any skin you already unlocked for your mine longship. Finish in the Wagnerverse, you can spend your extra foreign supplies in order to buy a new longship cosmetics and some tattoos. Now it's time to speak about the river ride system. Don't be scared to leave any location fully unexplored, because you can get back to it on the next ride. Also, in case you missed some equipment the first time you ride at these locations, don't worry, just visit another river, then go back to the previous one. This will restore all the ride locations, allowing you to repeat it, despite you won't see the red ride icon in the map anymore. From the reward perspective, in each location you can find several river raid keys you will need in order to open the locked chest spread out around the other locations. In those chests you usually will find some crafting materials like leather and iron ore, but in some rare cases even tungsten ingots as well. Another reward you can gain is some legendary equipment that you have to find inside several of the river ride chests. There are also some map clues you can find in special locations as well, and once you complete the quest behind them, you will discover new rivers to explore. You can also find some book of knowledge that will unlock special new abilities. A little tip: if you will explore all the rivers in each location and uncover the full map from the fog of war, it will save the exploration progress once you will return to your settlement. Also, to be noticed, if your game will crash or you will close it during the river ride activity, it will be considered as failed and you will lose all the progress of this run. The same happens in case Ever will die. From the defense's perspective, each time you ride any location, it will raise the alert, increasing the amount of enemies inside each location you will ride next. Also, when you leave the ride, in order to collect all the rewards you have in your ship, it will increase the river defenses. This will result in spawning some guarding towers with some archers that will shot at you. Plus, at the higher defenses level, you will even encounter some wooden and chain blockades. In order to cross them, for the wooden blockades is enough to just crash into the wall to destroy them. While for the chain blockades, instead of riding the location, just leave the command of the ship and swim towards the chain. From the frontal side of it, you can climb on top of the wall, from where you can destroy the two supports. This will result in releasing the chain and you now can ignore the enemies while swimming back to your boat. Speaking about the new general combat mechanics, for the crew members, in case they lose their health, you need to revive them, but to do so it will cost you 1 food ration. In case you won't do so, they will be wounded and you won't be able to use them for the rest of the river ride. Plus, you can't take them in the next ride as well, until they will recover. Also, to avoid wasting your rations on your crew, you can rush in front of the enemies, making the enemy focus on you instead, while your crew will kill them from behind. Anyway, to recover your and your crew food rations is easy enough. There are usually inside these houses a lot of food to collect. Also, the defeated enemies will drop some as well. Plus, you can find a lot of berries and mushrooms that will recover the rations too. The last, but the only method you can recover also your crew rations is by raiding the farms that usually don't have foreign supplies but only food rations in the right chests. Time for another little tip. In some special location where you have to run a lot before getting inside the village or castle to raid, usually they have several ropes you can use in order to get back in your ship faster. Also, in some of the farm location you will find a house with 2 barred doors, and to enter inside it you need to use the top hall. While for the small camps there is a rounded tower with the main door barred. In this case, just go around it and you will find the entrance behind it, thanks to one hidden opening window. In both cases, if you need to open a raid chest inside, you need to destroy the barred door support to allow your raid members to get inside and help you. For the locations, you can recognize each base thanks to their appearance. In fact, the farms are made only by chopped houses. The small camps are made by some walls protecting the farm buildings, while the fortresses are huge military cities that usually hold the gears. Finish for the Book of Knowledge and clues, you need to find some monasteries that can be easily recognized by the Christian flags outside. Keep in mind that all locations besides the farms have foreign supplies, and usually the small camps have only 50, while the fortresses and monastery 100. Another thing you need to know is that after the DLC, when you will open your skill tree, you will notice 3 new small skill branches to unlock. By default, until you don't have any skill points, you won't be able to learn them. Speaking about skills, there are also 3 new abilities that you can learn by finding the free Book of Knowledge hidden in the River Raids location you have to explore. So keep an eye out every time you raid some monastery to get them all.